All right, guys, today we are going to install the FitCam X dash camera. This one I bought is the 4K front, and I also bought the rear. It comes as a kit. You can't buy them separately. So if you bought the front one, you can't get the rear with it, or afterwards, sorry. You have to buy them together or just the front, either way. But this one I have is the front and rear. So that's what I'm going to install today. They say it's pretty simple. Everything I need is in the box. I don't need any extra tools. So we'll see how that goes. And it's supposed to be an OEM look. So let's open the box, see what's going on. We'll have to bear with me. I'm doing this one-handed as I'm holding the other camera. I don't have a tripod or anything that I can hold this with. I'm going to be coughing today. Anyway, comes with this nice foam. That's pretty nice. Very protected system, and this is what it is. So this looks like the back camera. I'll open that in a minute here. It's got some clips and stuff and lots of wire to get to the back. So that's good. This is the camera itself. Now again, this is to replace that completely, so it makes it look like an OEM look, which looks pretty good. It's very solidly made. That's ABS. What does it say? PC and ABS plastic. So that's pretty good. There's a camera with a little cover on it. I think on this side there's an SD card in there. And then looks like a couple of buttons. I don't know what those do yet, but we'll find out in the app. And it looks like some lights beside it there. Then you have, I guess this one is the power for this camera. And this is for, this one's for the rear camera. So you plug that into there. And then there's a little antenna there. It looks like a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi type antenna. But it looks pretty standard. Looks almost the same as that. We'll take this one out and we'll match them up, see what's going on there. It comes with the booklet and the manual, QR codes to scan to get the app. So that's all good. What do we got here? Here's the connector. So they say that you have to have the auto dimming mirror in order for this to work. If you don't have an auto dimming mirror, it will not work. But I also have the there's 3 buttons on the bottom there. I also have the garage door entry system in my mirrors as well, so that will definitely work with this, and it's just plug and play. So we'll do that. Comes with a USB, looks like a USB-C to USB-A type device, so you can get your images off your phone. And then the pry tool, and your nice little pry tool to help you pull it all apart. Again, this is supposed to be without any other tools other than this one. So we will see how that goes. So let's take that off, match them up, and we'll go from there. Now, in order to take this off, we'll have to drop the mirror. And first part is this clip here, which you just pry down. Oh, there it goes. Drop it on the floor. So that's a little center plastic clip. Just pull off. And then they say that you're supposed to get in here and pry. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to try to, there we go, unclip it. All right, take my hand in there, there we go. And then it's supposed to slide forward and down. Come on, it's a little bit hooked up in here. There we go. And I broke it. Well, good thing I've got the new one that's going to go on there. So, let's match them up, make sure they are the same, and we'll put the other one in. So here they are, side by side, and they look relatively identical. Put that on top. Yeah, got all the same mounts. Now, with this, they say that there are 2 options for our vehicles. In order to get the proper one, you have to take this one off and get the part number on the back. So if you look here, the part number is going to be right there. So mine ends in R5000, as well as the cover, a little tiny cover here. I don't know if you can see that. Also ends in R5000. So the two options, you have to choose the right one before you order it. They're going to make you confirm by taking a photo and matching up the part numbers properly before they actually send it to you. So when you order it, they're going to send you an email and ask you for confirmation to make sure that they match, because they don't want to send you the wrong one. All right, now that that one's out, we're going to put this one in and we're going to power it up. I have to disconnect that first and then connect the power connector. So obviously these are all your sensors and cameras that you have for your driving and your safety features and stuff like that. But the one we want is for the mirror, which is this one. So it's just a matter of pulling that tab up and then pulling it out, just like that. And then we get the other one, which might be difficult to do with one hand, so I will just get this put in and then I'll be right back. So as you can see, I unplugged it, plugged it into this side, which then goes and plugs in this side, and then you have your connector for your camera. So that was pretty simple. I don't have to run any wires along down into the fuse box or anything like that, or to a power supply. It's all right here. Again, this only works if you have the auto dimming mirror, because it takes the power from that. So now I'm going to connect the camera and put the cover back on. So just like the taking it off without breaking it, which is what I did, obviously, you take it, you slide it back into the two clips, and then you pop both sides on, and you're good to go. Make sure all the wires are out of your way when you go to put it in, otherwise you're going to pinch a lot of these wires. And then we'll tuck these up inside, put that cover back on, and then test it out, and then we'll run the one for the rear, and we'll test that one out. So that was pretty easy. That literally took me probably not even 10 minutes to do. Again, I broke the other piece, so you just be careful when you take it out that it does slide. I was sliding and pulling at the same time, and that's why I broke it. So it just got a little hung up. So you just got to take your time, wiggle it, and pull it off. I went a little too fast, so I broke mine. But I'm not too worried, because this will probably be here for a long time. And if I ever need to take it out, I'll go buy a new one. One thing I did notice is that it's not really sitting flush. Here is my hand in front of the camera. Obviously, it's not sitting flush with the window, and there's no protector around it. So you're going to get a lot of glare, especially with my little guy. I probably will get some glare. You can see some glare already from there, and glare from the corners and stuff like that if the sun is out. So take that into effect. Actually, I can see my little guy right there. So you will get glare from your windshield. I mean, obviously, you can't really do much about that, because, again, it doesn't go all the way. It's not flush with the windshield like the other cameras are. But that's okay. I mean, it's not a high-end camera system or anything like that. This is meant to look OE equivalent, right, as if it came from the factory this way, which I say it does. It's all incorporated in that little panel, so it looks pretty good. I'm quite impressed so far, and again, it's pretty good plastic. So now it's time to run this thing. So let's go show you how we do that. Should probably show you what you get when you get the package. So this is the rear camera. This is what it looks like. It's pretty small. It's not too big, not intrusive or anything like that. It's got a little sticky there, so you can stick it to your back window. And then it comes with a long cable. It has two connections. Obviously, one that connects to the front of the camera, or the front camera, and then the back one here, just so that you can route it properly without having to route this big clunky thing through your car. And then you just connect it in the back, and you're good to go there. In the bag, it also came with some of these little connector clips that you can stick to your window or wherever, and then you can run the wire through that. So instead of tucking it up inside the screen here, you can stick it along the window if you wanted to. I'm going to tuck it up and then run it all the way along the roof there to the back, and then I'll show you how we do that. Now that I've got the cable connected, I'm going to tuck it up underneath here, run it along the window, And then I'm actually gonna take the A-pillar cover off because I want to put it over top of the airbag. You don't want it in front of the airbag because that's going to interfere with the airbag if anything should happen. So go over the top of the airbag, and then we'll pull this all off. This should come off pretty easy. There we go. Again, one-handed. If I had two hands, it'd be a little easier. So yeah, go up and over, and then run along this channel, obviously. And then we're going to run it along this channel as well. So I'll pull that down like so, and then we're going to run it up and through there, up along here, and then obviously out to the back where I will then connect it. As you can see, I put it over top of the airbag as to not interfere with the airbag, and now I'm going to run it along this channel. Okay, so I got it all run. In behind here was a little bit of a pain in the butt. All along here, through here was not too bad, and then for the love of me, I couldn't get it up top, so I decided to go down, and this panel actually pops out, which I then ran down and out through there. And then I will go show you the back. We're going to come out here, we're going to go up through here. I'm going to feed it through this tube, and then I'm going to take this cover off and I'm going to put it here, and I'm just going to make it all nice and clean. Okay, so now this comes off really easy. It's just, you just grab it and you pull, and there's 5 clips, 3, 4, 5, pulls right off. And then I'm going to run, mount the camera. I'm going to run it down through here, and then through this tube, and then out here, and then I'll tuck all the rest of the cables underneath the headliner. Got the wire run through there. I got all the rest tucked in behind here, and there's some also tucked behind here. I got this in place. I've angled it the way I need it. Hopefully that is sticky enough to stay on there. Feels like it is. Now I just got to put this cover back on, and I'm done. All wires are hidden. Everything is in place. I'm good to go. Now to test it out to see what it looks like and what kind of imaging we get. So because I live in the rainy Vancouver area, most of my clips are going to be of rainy day videos. This is the front camera. It's 4K. Looks pretty good. Everything's pretty clear. It stays focused past the raindrops on the windshield, so that's good. The next one is going to be for the rear. It's a little bit darker just because I have the tint on the rear camera. Also, I positioned it really high, which is probably a good thing to do because the spoiler that we have kind of stops the rain from hitting the top 2 to 3 inches of the glass, so it'll stay clear. And of course, it's in line with the wiper blade, so it keeps it so I can clear it, when it's raining, sort of thing. But yeah, overall, I really like it. Looks good, looks stock, and no real issues. The app lets you do a lot of different things, but it's a basic system. I mean, it doesn't have geocaching, it doesn't have GPS or any of that stuff, location stuff. It doesn't do voice or anything, so it's essentially what you would get from the dealership if you were to buy this with it. So I look forward to using this. Thanks everybody for kind of watching and seeing how this goes. If you have any questions or comments, obviously leave them below. I'll answer as best I can. But thanks for watching, and see you later.